It took us 2 years on and off, and we're only done with the first phase of the yard, but for now we finally have an outdoor space cleaned up and ready for enjoying.
In this video, we're going to show you how we went from this to this, so stick around to watch the full transformation. We promise to keep it short and sweet. In the hottest part of the summer of 2022, we started by tackling the back deck. First, we had to demo a bunch of bad add-ons and reframe for a larger, more practical deck. We built our deck out of 2x6 construction-grade redwood. It kept the costs down, and by doing all the labor ourselves, we saved thousands of dollars and were still able to end up with a pretty nice-looking back deck. If you're interested in seeing a more detailed video on how we rebuilt our deck, you can find a 2-part deck build series on our YouTube channel, or on our newly designed website, along with a ton of content that explores each of our home renovation projects, including the ones you'll see here in this video in more detail. Also on our website is a project gallery featuring all our most recent projects, as well as a sign-up form for our newsletter so you can stay up to date on all our latest projects. We promise not to flood your inbox with spam if you sign up. We'll only be sending emails when a new video is released, usually once a month. With the deck complete, we turned our attention to the far back of the backyard, where we plan to add a storage shed since storage space in the house is limited. Of course, before we could start, we had some more to demo.
All done?
We also had to take a little detour to add some privacy to the yard by covering our chain link fence with wood. We came up with an easy, cheap, and quick solution that both looks better and adds much more privacy to the yard. Wood, of course, requires maintenance versus chain link, but in our opinion it was worth the time and effort. We went with cedar planks, which will stand up well outside in the elements, and the stain we used is a high-quality sealer that should last us at least 5 years before having to reapply. For us at least, a little bit of regular maintenance is worth it for the warm and cozy feel it adds to the yard. With that out of the way, we got to work building our 12 by 16 foot shed. This was a huge undertaking that took us way longer than we expected, but we learned a ton of skills that will help us when it comes to future projects, and saved thousands by doing all the work ourselves. We do have an entire 6-part series up on our channel that covers the full shed build step by step. You can follow along and learn with us as we figure out how to frame a building, sheathe walls, and even build a roof. One pretty nasty injury, and a few months later, the shed was finally complete and we could work on making the yard look pretty. We started by adding privet hedges along the fence and installed a drip irrigation system to ensure maintaining the new plants is easy and worry-free. Another video that's up on our channel. Since our yard is completely flat and doesn't have much in the way of a focal point, we decided to add a water feature to anchor the space and add a focal point near the seating area. When we first started thinking about it, we were planning for a small waterfall that we use only stones we could move by hand, but our ideas quickly grew and got the better of us, and we ended up getting giant boulders that required crazy machinery to get in place. What we ended up with is much larger than what we originally were aiming for, but no regrets now that it's been a few months and our bodies have recovered. The waterfall adds the perfect focal point to the yard that we can even see and enjoy from inside the house, and it acts as a visual anchor to the next step in the process, the seating area. We knew we wanted to go with flagstone as our hardscape material to keep it looking organic and of the land. Our intention was to keep the whole backyard looking like a natural garden, with touches of modernity added throughout, hoping to strike a nice balance between natural and man-made. If you're at all interested in seeing how we built our Flagstone patio, you can find a link to that video in the description below. With the Flagstone patio and pathways in place, we covered the surrounding areas of dirt with mulch. But don't worry, our whole yard is not going to be mulch forever. Grass didn't make sense for us being in California, where water restrictions make it hard to maintain a green lawn. But we do have plans to plant up the open spaces with a mix of drought-tolerant shrubs and ground cover when the weather is better and it's not so intensely hot. I really want to create different areas of interest with clusters of flowering and evergreen shrubs throughout the yard and line our walkways with lavenders once they're all completed. But for now, the mulch helps to at least make the yard more usable in the meantime. When we come back to the backyard in phase 2 of this project, we'll be replacing the concrete sidewalk near the garage with a continuing flagstone pathway, and hopefully figuring out a way to better utilize the area in front of the deck, possibly to create an outdoor kitchen/dining area in the future. While it has been a sometimes exhausting 2 years, we've learned a lot and we're honestly able to achieve more than we even set out to. We still have a long way to go before it's complete, but for now we at least have a backyard we can finally use and enjoy. And the little bit of planting we were able to do has already attracted bees, butterflies, and birds. While it's no $1 million backyard, we are happy to have a private, peaceful garden, even if it is still a work in progress. If you found this video enjoyable, please like and consider subscribing to our channel so you can stay up to date on all our latest projects and see how this whole thing turns out when we're finally done.